Golf's no different from hockey. Requires talent, self-discipline.
Golf requires goofy pants and a fat ass. You should talk to my neighbor, the accountant, probably a great golfer, huge ass.
How do you measure yourself with other golfers? By height.
It's a very, very special honor.
I'm Paula Kramer, and you're listening.
Well, we're waiting.
Hi, this is Martin Cove, a.k.a. John Kreese from Cobra Kai, and you're listening to
Quiet, Please.
Let the word go out from here across the land. Let Daddy Noonan approve.
Hi, boys. Nice day for golf, ain't it? Quiet, please. Oh, you got secrets, eh?
Hey, this is Shooter McGavin. You're listening to the...
Hey, you guys. Hey, we're trying to have a podcast over here.
And who else has Shooter McGavin in his intro? We do. We do, Andy Hydorn, because...
Very timely intro.
Very timely intro indeed. Bobby Baldessari also joining the panel. We're lapsing. We're only playing in a threesome today. Go Pats.
This is our year. We're back.
We are back.
And we're going out in a three ball today.
Three ball.
And, yep. And we got a lot to talk about. Andy scolded me because I wrote the narrative wrong. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I don't care. I just want to reflect once again on Scottie Scheffler's commanding performance over at Portrush. Is that can I at least throw that in there?
Go ahead. You're on your own. Say whatever you need to say. Get it off your chest.
It's like hitting a provisional ball.
Yeah. You can always do it. It doesn't mean it's right, but you can always do it.
Are you saying we beat that horse to death last week? Well, that horse is a stallion, and no one is touching him. End of story. There you go. That's it. That's all I had to say. I wanted to get that out one last time. I feel better now.
Well said.
Fair enough.
So what do you got, Andy? What's on tap this week?
Well, I think there's a lot of things bubbling to the surface of professional golf. A couple of things that pop into my head are the impending end to the regular season of the PGA Tour this week, and the Bubble Boys being a little bit below, a little bit above that magic number of 70. I think that's a pretty significant thing. I think we should probably give Lottie Woad a mention. Because I think she accomplished something pretty amazing last week. I don't know what I got a little live update for everyone when the time is right.
Who
Nice.
cares? We got okay. I'll go out to the 3M. I actually watched the end of 3M. It was pretty good theater because the relevancy of people trying to get into the FedEx Cup playoff. Kurt Kitayama. Just say it for me.
Kitayama.
Thank you so much. Good victory.
I'm here for you.
I appreciate that, Mr. Linguistics. Change your name over there. No. He played solid down the stretch. I actually thought that Jake Knapp was going to get it done, but faltered a little bit. But was a couple of good storylines. I don't know, Bobby, did you catch any of it?
I caught a little bit, but I liked how Kurt did the bounce back where he barely makes the cut, has a sluggish start, but ends up winning. So those are professional wins. Those are the ones. I mean, Bryson did sort of kind of the same thing, had a big number in the Open Championship first round. So, I mean, that's pretty neat to see. And I think for the average golfer, you can take away like, hey, that's golf. You might have a couple of bad rounds or you're not as good as you think, but that next round, you don't give up. You grind. You find that magic swing key, and you never know. You win the tournament.
So you wanted to go back to the Open and touch on that, but I on the other hand, was not allowed to. But that's okay. Andy Hydorn, is he referring to the fact that Kurt shot 60? We were on 59 watch in round 3.
Yeah, I believe that he's referring to that. And, look, I think the finish was pretty interesting. And Kitayama displayed a really strong constitution coming down the stretch and played great golf. But I got to tell you, Like that was some crazy weather they were playing in.
In like the last half hour.
Yeah, the wind was like, and I think Jake Knapp, although he wasn't going to win, I mean, he definitely got wind hurt on that last hole. He
was covering the flag with that one.
Yeah, he was. But,
well, what was weird was he was covering the flag with his shot, and Kurt comes down there and flares it a little bit right, has enough distance to clear the pond, finds himself in that greenside bunker. And I'm sitting there going, man, what a shot to have. Greenside bunker, slightly above the hole, sloping away towards the water. Yeah, that'd be a little nerve-wracking.
You got to have the right set of nerves to deal with that.
I don't know if I could pass a BB on that one.
Yeah, I think you could.
Sometimes when it's such a difficult shot, the difficulty, I think it's in your mind as far as taking away some of the nervousness. If it's a straightforward little simple chip, sometimes it's, I don't know about you in terms of golf. Sometimes
I could not agree more with what you're saying. I mean, like a shot that's so difficult, you're like, okay, if I screw this up, people realize how difficult this shot is. But again, finish. Sorry to interrupt, but I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, sometimes the most basic, straightforward thing is that's when you start thinking, oh, I should hit this good. If I don't hit it good, everybody's looking at me. It's embarrassing. Like you put that extra pressure on it. So interesting, but he did. Yeah, it was I would call it maybe wicked hard, wicked tough shot.
Yeah, and that's why for some people, they'd rather have a 10-footer than a 3-footer.
Yep.
It's all
about
expect.
It doesn't matter.
I know you are not a regular person though, Alan Depew.
And Trevino used to say, Lee Trevino liked it when he was a little bit downhill. He thought that was an easier under pressure putt than going uphill.
I subscribe to that as well.
I agree. You know what? I would tend to agree with that because you just worry about getting it started on the right line.
Yep.
Or as Johnny Miller would say, that under tension keeps the blade open a little bit.
Yep.
Interesting. So the ramifications of this is FedEx points.
Yeah.
And would you like to give us the breakdown? Ever-present one?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think there's some really interesting names on either side of the line of 70, right? I think, you got Max Homa, you got Tom Kim, you got Adam Scott and Billy Horschel, Gary Woodland, to name a few, that are on the outside looking in. And those are some of the PGA Tour stalwarts over the last, 10 or 15 years. Kevin Roy, I'm going to throw his name in there, friend of the show. He's on the outside looking in. But then you got guys like Ricky Fowler, Tony Finau, Jordan Spieth isn't all that comfortable. There's guys who are, threatening being on the other side, the wrong side of that 70 line.
They were too busy making movies.
Yeah. And I think at the end of the day, that makes for great theater. Like this week, you see a lot of times some guys just totally button up and play great golf when they have to, and you see other guys kind of crumble to pieces when they needed it better.
So, Alan, are we at the point now with your aforementioned player, Scottie Scheffler? Are we at the point of Scottie versus the field getting at FedEx?
Oh, I don't know.
What, against Maxi Golf? Is that what you mean?
No. Against the field at the FedEx.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Bob, I got to tell you, can anybody really beat him?
Yeah, people beat him all the time.
I don't think so, Andy. I think he's in their head at this point.
He loses more than he wins.
Okay, so did Tiger.
I think they're going to have to if some of those players may want to go back and watch Hal Sutton's video when he was interviewed after he won the Players, or maybe it was during the Players something, and he goes, "Listen, there's myself and the caddy that think we can win, and that guy puts his pants on one leg at a time, just like everybody else. He had that mentality. You know, that was Tiger at the time. I was big time Tiger at the time.
And all he does is make gold records." That's a little joke about Saturday Night Live and more cowbell, but you know, some of you may have got that, some of you may not have.
I didn't get it.
It was classic.
Look, here's the bottom line. I think that there is Rory, and I may stop there. I don't think anybody in the FedEx can beat him other than Rory or himself.
Well, that's not fair. I think that's true for everybody.
Yeah, but I think if he shows up and he play, I mean, he's won this year with his B game. He's methodical to the point of boring at times.
It'd probably be right there at the end, you know, as they get right to the end, no doubt.
Look, he's been pretty much like this for the last 2.5 years, maybe 3 years. I forget when he started doing all this. And there have been times through this period where he seems like there's no chance he's going to not win, right? And then he'll go through a little stretch where maybe he struggles just a little bit relative to him. He's still getting top tens, but maybe not winning. And then he goes back and you know, cleans house again. So he's clearly the best player in the world by far. As much as I love Rory, Scottie is clearly the best player in the world. But golf is still a game that, you know, even the best, most dominant player in the world doesn't win more than they lose.
Oh, I just want you to know that our prettiest podcaster is actually watching us on Instagram right now, but he hasn't even offered to make a comment.
He's busy celebrating like his $1 million deals with his customer. He's
insane. And insane. I'm going to tell you right now, if there's a company looking for a closer, boom. He's like, he's the man.
Like Mariano Rivera of prosthetic sales.
I've got pictures of Mariano Rivera around here. In fact, can I digress for 1 second?
Yeah.
I'm going back to the Open.
Yeah.
No.
You
know what? Can you see that?
2024 Open. No,
Okay.
Can't see it.
Is that a Maxfly Dunlop?
That is a Ronjay.
Is that a Gutta Percher?
That is a Ronjay Pinnacle. Signed by Mariano Rivera. And why do I show you that? Why do I show you that, Andy?
Because that's Christian Azamis, the closer of Quiet Please.
Similar yet different.
Yeah.
When Mo was coming to our property for regularly for a golf outing, we're down and we're working on his swing a little bit. Yes, I was working with Mo's swing, and he stripes a 7-iron. All of a sudden, 1 hop, 2 hops in the jar out on the range green. So he laughed. He goes, and he's like, "Alan, go get that. I'll sign it for you." Boom.
The ball.
There you go. Cool story. Everybody in life needs a story. You know who's got a story? Pádraig Harrington. Do you think he remembers the Senior Open Championship?
Oh, right? Yeah. I mean, amazing. That guy is amazing, period. But that golf course, Sunningdale.
Great. Amazing.
Might be my new bucket list of need to play. Maybe right after Augusta National. But that place looks amazing. Sunningdale does.
Or as the college tour that we had Tommy on this week, and the kid who was doing the tour. It's super cool. Everything was super cool.
Sunningdale is super cool.
Super cool.
I mean, like the bunkers with the heather and like you got to appreciate that, Alan. You know, being a heather guy.
I've got a heather. Yep.
Yeah, but like it's just so unique. I don't know that I've ever seen another course in the world that's quite like Sunningdale, and it's pretty amazing.
I think Harrington too is the fourth player to win both opens, the senior and the regular open.
Oh, wait a minute.
Is that what it was? No, we got.
Now can you confirm that?
Who are the others is the trivia question.
That actually was not my trivia question tonight.
Well, you just hit it in the green side bunker, Bobby. You better get it up and down and scramble.
I think I can do it. So Lottie Woad wins the I gotta get I had to write the
Women's Scottish.
Well, it's the ISPS Honda Women's Scottish Open. First professional
at the Dundonald Links.
Correct. So that's her first event she's played in as a professional. She wins. Who's the only other LPGA player to have done that?
Rose Zhang.
Very good. Here's the bonus question. 1950, the very first LPGA tournament ever. Who won the first LPGA tournament, and where was it located?
Lydia Ko.
Babe Zaharias, and it was at Worcester Country Club.
My guess is Patty Berg, and somewhere in Virginia.
Credible guesses. The 1950 Tampa Women's Open, held in Tampa, Florida, ironically was won by an amateur, Polly Riley. Wicked amazing.
That was my next answer.
I know.
Bob, there was clearly nothing incredible about either one of our guesses. Right?
I know, right? We got way too much credit for those.
Bobby, I was waiting for him to go, that was wicked good.
We were pretty far off.
We were so close.
Yeah.
Lift it out.
Oh, well, hell, since we're right here, let's throw this out there, Andy. Is this a quick one or short, or what do we got?
The Live Golf Report. Well, our friend from Chile, Joaquin Niemann, won again for the fifth time. He's dominating the Live money list. So there is some news there. Live signed a multi-year deal with South Africa to host several events. And, you know, with all the crap that I talk about Live and that, you know, we as a group have discussed over the last few years, there is a sweet spot for Live. And we've mentioned this before, but in places around the world like Australia and South Africa, I mean, there is a definite sweet spot for Live there. Them challenging the United States and the PGA Tour, I think, is everybody can agree is pretty much, you know, not ever going to happen. But there is a sweet spot for Live Golf in some of those corners of the world that maybe don't get enough pro golf and don't ever get a chance to see some of the players that Live has on their roster come through town. So I think there's some value there for them.
They're jacked up on Maxi is what they are.
Yeah, they are.
They are indeed. And we'll come to that in a minute, but I want to go to, can any of those Live players, and actually let me go two questions, two thoughts. Is Joaquim's, I'd love to know the answer to this. Are the caddies tied in to contracts on Live like the players are? So is the caddy making X? I know they were apparently eating very lavishly in the early events, and probably now they're driving on buses again. But, or are they getting 10% of the winnings? Because if that's the case, Joaquim's guys he's cashing some checks.
Yeah, I mean, the caddies are not on the payroll.
Okay.
In Live Golf, but I do believe that one of Greg Norman's initial things was to, what can we do better than the PGA Tour does, and that was treat the caddies right. So he decided that he was going to keep in mind the life that they live and try to make it a little better. So kudos to them for thinking about that, but I don't think it goes any deeper than that.
So does that mean Joaquin's guy sitting on about 200,000 right now?
Yeah, I don't think they all.
Oh, wait, 2 million. Excuse me, new math.
I don't think they all get paid 10%. I think like maybe 6% is a more kind of average number, but I'm not sure. We need to have a professional caddy on our podcast.
You know what? I think I'm going to reach out to one.
Yep.
Yeah.
We need to have a professional caddy as a guest. I think that would be.
He has not joined us. Is not joined us since back when we were on the radio doing the radio show. So let me see if I can pull a few strings and get him out here, because he has bounced between Live as well as the tour and had success on both. So yeah, let me make a phone call.
And who would this be?
Kyle Peters. Peppers.
Cool. Never heard of them. They all have great nicknames, though, don't they?
Yep. Caddy for Corey Connors for years before Mark Hubbard, and I don't know where he went after that.
Who was his Live bag?
I don't know. Probably was a fill-in for somebody. Maybe it was Ogletree.
Yeah. It was definitely Andy Ogletree.
Where's Ogletree?
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Yeah.
All right, can I take this shit off the banner off now?
Yes, we're
okay.
With Liv.
Okay, can I ask a more important question?
Sure.
Ryder Cup standings. This is what I've got. Tell me if I believe this is the most current. Scottie just barely holding on at number 1 with 32,000 points. Xander right behind him at 13,000 points.
Barely.
JJ Spawn, 12,000. Russell Henley continues to. I just don't see it.
You know what? The Ryder Cup always has a Russell Henley on it.
But it's a head scratcher to me. I mean,
Jeff,
I don't.
Jeff Overton one year.
Yeah.
They always have someone like that.
11,600 for Mr. Henley. Bryson holding in at 10,774. Harris English, Mr. Steady, 10,385. JT, 10,208. Colin Morikawa at 97.43. So I think Henley's pretty much in. I think Bryson is at risk, but will get a captain's nod. So the question, does JT overcome Harris for the automatic? And just to round out the top 12, I've got Ben Griffin. Keegan has now dropped to number 10. Maverick McNeely. Yes, Joe Benesh, if you're listening, I know he's your boy, but guess what? He's sitting at 11. Brian Harmon, Andrew Novak, Patrick Cantlay, Sam Burns, and Smash a Locker, Wyndham Clark.
Yeah, so for me, some of the wild cards here are like, where's Morikawa going to be in October, right? Does he get his shit together between now and then? Because they need him, and they need him to be there. I think Sam Burns needs to be there. They need that kind of leadership there. Like some of those other names that you just mentioned, like Cantlay, they need him too, but I don't see any signs of his game coming around.
I'll give you a name, and I know we're still. When is the Ryder Cup? 3rd week of September.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so we still got 7 weeks to go, but I'm going to throw out a name who's sitting at number 22 right now. Chris Gotterup. No, really, Jersey guy.
It's recency bias.
Huh?
It's recency bias. He's on a heater right now, but like He's 22 on the list.
Where's the mute button?
Yeah.
I got him as 20 on my list.
You can just tell me to shut the hell up if you want. I'll mute myself.
Well, I just can't reach my quiet please sign over there. You don't think that you don't
does have the Jersey connection. But to me, that's a wicked.
Wait, okay, so you got Cantley at 14, Burns at 15, Wyndham at 16, Lucas at 17. Clearly passed over.
Well, Lucas won the U.S. Open there, so makes you pause and think a little.
Yep.
Berger, Cameron Young, Tom Hoagie, Timmy Finau, Goddard, Denny McCarthy, and I can't say his name, so.
Whose name can't you say? Kitayama? Is that who you're
Akshay.
referring to? Oh, Akshay. Or as some people like to say, Ashkay.
So
he might be a good pick, to be honest with you.
He's number 25. He's not playing well.
I know, but I'm just saying. He might be a good person to be on the team.
I remember distinctly Whistling Straits. They put Scottie on the team with the 12th pick. They asked, I keep trying to remember, I'm just one blank. Who was the captain of that team? Stricker. They asked why, because I think he was 53rd ranked in the world at that point. I mean, he was so far further down the spectrum than everybody else. And he said he's a great guy in the team room. And then he goes out and beats John Rahm.
And then for the next 3 years, beats everybody's brains in.
I think it was the confidence builder. I think I defined that moment as when he became Scottie Scheffler.
Yeah. Tell you, on the other side, we have on our side, we got Morikawa. They have Ludwig on their side. He's not in great form right now either. So, things have to come together for both sides. It is very home team driven. The Ryder Cup is, and I don't know that I heard it, but I didn't remember. Like Europe's won on European soil like 7 times in a row. Something like that, like a large number of times in a row. In the U.S., obviously, if they haven't won over there, only wins over here. So it's good theater is bubbling.
Bobby, you may have updated information, but this is as of 7/21. Rory, Robert McIntyre, Tommy Fleetwood, Terrell Hatton, Shane Lowry, Seb Straka. Top 6.
Solid.
Bulletproof.
Solid.
Rasmus, Justin Rose, Ludwig Victor, Thomas Dietrich, Matt Wallace, and sitting at 13, Matty Fitz.
I mean, that's stout.
And sitting at 21, John Rahm.
And you got Luke Donald, who I think is, if the captain plays a part or doesn't, but I think he's got a nice bit of a magic touch.
Yeah.
It's a strong team, and I think they thrive on the environment that's going to happen in New York. I really do. I think,
What do you do with Rahm though? Like I think you got to pick him.
I don't know. I'm sitting here looking at this thing going, I'd take his top 10 right out of the gate. And the question becomes, what do you do with Dietrich, Wallace, Fitzpatrick, and then Rahm way down the list?
Right.
I think Dietrich and Wallace, you can easily pass those guys over. But Fitzpatrick and Rahm, like passing those guys over would be kind of a pretty tough thing for Luke to do.
Yeah.
It would. Like Thomas Dietrich and Matt Wallace, I mean, Those guys gotta earn their way on the team, I think, to be there.
What kind of message does it send to John Rahm if he passes him over?
Well, remember, John Rahm's, has limited access to points because of Liv, right?
Yeah. So does Bryson. So does Bryson.
Right, but Bryson's got a U.S. Open victory in his quiver.
Mm-hmm.
Quiver.
It's my Robin Hood reference, Bobby.
Although I have a backswing the equivalent of John Rahm, my allegiance to Legion 13 leader ends there.
It's like it's almost like you prepared that statement all day.
I have. I've been sitting on it.
My allegiance to Legion 13.
It sounded like Herbert Warner Wind.
Very well played there.
It's like from Mockingbird from Anyway, I'd pass him over. I hate to say it. I know he's John Rahm, but I'd pass him over.
Make him pay for that decision to go to Live?
I would. I honestly would. He hasn't performed.
Yeah, I don't really know what his majors were this year. Like, he played in all four of them, but
he played well at the Open Championship. Let's look this up. John Rahm at 2025 majors. Fume. Give me a second. Just give me a second. The Masters, T14, PGA T8, Oakmont T7, Open T34. -3, -4, +4, -3.
So he made the cut in all four.
Made the cut in all four.
Very respectable.
Unlike our friend, who was the one that missed the cut in all four?
That would be the guy that I actually have the utmost respect for, the mullet.
Oh, yeah. Cam, I want to be near my friend.
Cam, I just want to go fishing and cash my millions.
Yeah, exactly.
And piss on my legacy. Yeah, that's the one.
Yep.
Yep.
Don't really have a whole lot of sympathy for him.
I don't know. I pass him over. Seems like every time that they put the camera on him, Johnny was hitting a hard flare rate.
I noticed that too, and I had a little vested interest in watching him because
you thought it was me.
Because I picked him. I did not think he was you. I was pretty sure it was him and not you. But I picked him in our pool and was thinking that at the Open, he might shine. But he did hit a lot of wayward shots where he does that thing where, halfway through the finish, you just drop the club. Like I don't know how people do that. I can't do that. I know a lot of people that are really good at that.
I mean, seriously. And when we had Sportsbox, the Sportsbox team on here, and we were comparing stats, and I know you guys like to make fun of me. My shoulder rotation is equal to John Rahm.
Hey, enough said.
We're kindred spirits.
There's no comeback to that.
There isn't.
No.
And I've been hitting it hard right also.
And he wishes he could putt as good as you.
Yep, but no good. Yep. No bueno. But you know who can putt good?
Who?
Happy. Somebody's closer. All right, we've all seen it. Christian has not seen it. So he's going to have to just deal with it because we're going to talk about it.
He's going to have to deal with it.
Let's do our own little Cisco Liebert. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Bobby?
I have not seen it. I've seen the trailer. And
can we talk about it then?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, a lot of commentary. Saw a really good article somebody wrote about all the tour players and sort of grading what they did. Some kudos for John Daly. Thought that was a funny scene. Some of the players are a little bit better than others. But I would give it with the context of it's a golf movie. It's supposed to be fun, irreverent, happy, whatever. In that context, if it gets people to come out, see it, and go, hey, this game could be a little goofy and fun. I think I'm going to give it a try. Yeah, I'd give it a thumbs up. Not gonna
Always looking out for the health of the game, Robert Baldessari.
Now, my movie, if I can ever get it made, that's really going to grow the game. I get it done.
Let's get some people to read that script and produce it.
Yeah, if you're out there, Hollywood people, I could almost give you the name, but I've been told not to give away the name.
Bobby, I will hook you up with some young producers that are producing another movie right now.
We do have a couple friends of the show that are Hollywood types.
Oh, wait, would that be the Lawrence brothers?
Yeah, that would be them.
Just saying.
We need him back on.
Yeah.
I've talked to them about it too, but
yeah.
Maybe John Rahm will play my part in the movie.
Okay, are we ready for my take?
Yeah, give me your thumbs up. Give me your thumbs down. Let's talk about this. Wow. Wait a minute. Hang on. Let me chime in.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you too. Look, and you said it in our group text, and I couldn't agree more. Is that, it's so stupid, but so was the first one, right? And I think Adam Sandler is, and I know this is not a popular comment, I think he's like super thoughtful and super funny, and he's an acquired taste, but I just think he's great. And, at the end of the day, it is what the first one was. It's silly. It's stupid. It's like, if you're a golf purist, like, you just can poke holes in this left and right, but that's not what it's for either. A lot of my son and my cousin or my nephew, a lot of people in that younger generation really liked it. I personally, like, the cameo thing was whatever. I did think John Daly, as much as I despise John Daly, like, he was awesome in the movie.
He really was.
He really was. I thought his character was funny. I mean, the part with the hand sanitizer, like that's Sandler giggle-worthy stuff, right? And I think at the end of the day, I'll watch it 2 or 3 more times, I'm sure, and I'll find more things funny as I go. And again, it'll end up being that sort of a thing for me.
So I'm gonna read just this one little review, okay? And I'm not reading it because it's getting me out of the doghouse here in the house, but somebody wrote, had a lot of nostalgia in it that brought me back to a better time. Crazy to think that the original came out, Tiger was only touching the golf scene.
I read that review today.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
It was, if you retroactively think about Happy Gilmore, it's a stupid movie. Slapstick, classic Adam, cars, things falling down, bank shots, chubs. It's dumb. It really is. Don't shoot me, golf fans out there. But we all love it. This one, all the good things. There was lots of good things. Everybody aged. Loved the cameos. I just thought that the ending just didn't do it justice. They went up against.
It was like when the credits ran, I was like, "That's it."
Yeah, it went up against the nemesis, and that. Wait a minute, I got to bring this almost back up there. It was almost like it was written for this right here, because 110%. That was the nemesis to the tour that Happy built. And then
how about the meeting with all the gold jackets at the tour championship? like, they're playing off of that meeting where Jay Monahan got everyone together and spoke to the group, at, I forget what tournament it was.
See, and I took that as just simply Augusta National.
Yeah, I don't know how I took it, but it was the tour basically talking to its players about the league, and I think there's definitely some parallels there for sure.
And then the nemesis ends up being the leader, giving a talking to the would-be saviors, which ironically is comprised. Bobby, we're giving away too much. Is comprised of both PGA guys and live guys.
Yeah, we're on the tour side.
Yeah. I found it ironic, the two that they picked.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people know this. I mean, I recognized him, but the guy who won the tour championship that went on to Maxi Golf was the I See Dead People kid from The Sixth Sense.
No.
Yes.
Did not know that.
That's Haley Joel Osmond.
Oh, yeah.
That was not. Was it really?
That's him.
Get out of here.
That is him.
All right.
And I only know that because he played in one of the episodes of Entourage. He was a bratty little kid, but yeah, or a bratty young kid. But yeah, that was him. That was I See Dead People.
I thought I give it a mixed review. I will probably watch it one more time. I actually watched it 3 times already. I just fell asleep the other 3.
Jeez.
So
I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars and 2 thumbs down.
I'll give it a 3.5 and 1 and 1 up.
Yeah.
Bobby, you got to report back. That's your homework assignment this week. You got to watch it.
Our pal writer extraordinaire did a nice article on it.
Yes, he did. Shout out to BE.
I thought he hit some really good points.
All right, before we get to the 18th green, what do you got on this one? Bobby shared a pretty good one earlier today.
Go ahead, Bobby. Why don't you
down in Florida way?
Yeah,
because all the craziness always happens in Florida, right? Yeah, there was an article I saw. It sent to you guys. Pretty good candidate. The guys. It's always about slow play as well, right? Slow play. Nobody likes it. So basically, guy get in a fight, beat the guy in, and then this other guy that did the fighting that beat up the other guy, he's in jail now. So, slow play. And then I saw another related thing. You click on one of these and another thing comes up where a 22 or 24-year-old kid gets, the starter marshal comes up, says you're playing slow. That guy's 70, but it turns out the older guy beats up the young guy.
Yeah.
What would you ask for?
So just for the record, this breaks the streak of 3 times in a row of Don't Be That Guy having to do with Wyndham Clark and Oakmont.
Other violence.
Yes.
Crazy.
I just wanted to pause for a moment to think about what a great run Wyndham was on.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't get all those himself, but who was the one that got it on his behalf last week? That was saying
Kisner.
What stage?
Kisner.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It was Kisner defending his
the sacred locker room.
Sacred. Okay. Yeah. All
Sacred.
right. Good one there.
Yeah.
All right, Andy. Final thoughts. 18th green.
I only have 4.
I might actually have that background today.
I only have 4 of them today. Now we didn't mention, and we should mention real quickly, that Hunter Mahan played Adam Sandler's double in Happy Gilmore. So all the golf scenes were Hunter Mahan. There were 259s on consecutive days of the Latin Americans tour last week. Cole Hammer, who is a Houston Texan Champions Golf Club member, was one of them. But it's just amazing the scoring that some of these guys do. And then I'll leave the other one up to you, Bobby, because he's your friend.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, it was on my list. So usually I have one or two. I'm gonna be like Andy. I got 17.
Yeah.
So to start with, no, but I'll take a little of Alan's segue in this. We do upcoming, trying to finalize schedules. We'll have, we think he might be the playing captain. His dad, father, Mark Bradley, who's been with us many times, PGA member. Mark will be on the show here coming up soon. Want to also mention Happy Gilmore. I should have wore the Bruins uni tonight. I didn't even think about it. That's the greatest thing about Happy Gilmore. He's in his Bruins uniform.
Yeah.
That's a double thumbs up right there. And yeah, well, been on the show many times, friend of us. And it's neat when there's a David and Goliath story and the David character can come out on top. And golf can be a tough industry, and it's tough to break through with innovation. And it's tough when the good guys can really come out on top. So cheers to Bill Pressey, the inventor, owner, founder of Lab Golf, Lie Angle Balance, the putter company. Spectacular when JJ Spawn wins the U.S. Open and also tosses the putter, and it goes crazy. So he had a private equity firm buy the company. Bill is still involved. Sam Hahn is still involved. And, just good for those guys that I didn't know Bill back that far. I met him years ago, but, he was living in the car and doing the crazy early stuff he do as a founder. So he's been through the ringer, and good for him.
$200 million.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
Cheers to you, Mr. Pressey.
I'm gonna go, and this one could create the debate. Young man only started playing golf competitively 2 years earlier. Banks Steele, 17 years old, from Lancaster, South Carolina, competing in the 77th U.S. Junior Am, disqualified when rules officials determined that the local caddy he had hired for the week had twice measured the wind with an artificial object, specifically his hat. And Banks was assessed violated rules 4.3a-2, which states the players, or by extension their caddies, are not allowed to use artificial objects to get under wind-related information, etc., etc. Not sure I completely agree with that one.
It just drives me crazy. That's why you need Happy Gilmore movies.
Mucho.
I don't understand that, Andy.
Well, we have a comment from Gorillas Trader saying,
"Oh, I didn't see that."
Yeah,
I'm watching. Who's Gorillas Trader?
We're watching you.
Thank you for watching.
Yes. We do need to give away our Cleveland wedge, by the way.
We do. Should we wait till BE, though, comes back next week?
Yep.
Formally give it away?
Yep.
I think that's only fitting. So we're going to sit on that one until next week. We apologize. Everybody gets an extra chance now to chime in. What we're referring to, let me just bring that up on the screen. You won't be able to see it that well, but it's hiding behind us there. It is the Cleveland Six-on Wedge. For liking our page, following it, downloading, following our Instagram, sharing on Instagram, commenting here. So, Gorilla Trader, yes, you are now eligible. You are now eligible, indeed. So, there you go. That's it. That's all I got, guys.
See you next week.
Ciao.
Cheers.
You only have one opportunity to sell your golf property. Shouldn't you partner with an expert that offers you 30 plus years of golf industry experience combined with the reach of a global leader in real estate? Colliers International Golf Brokerage and Advisory Services understands your unique business needs. Whether it is brokerage, management, and consulting, be reassured that the market leader in the business of golf is providing you the real answers and practical solutions you deserve. Contact Golf Talk Live co-host and Colliers Golf Advisory Services member Alan Depew today at 717-554-8519. That's 717-554-8519.